Hey everyone, welcome to Drag Inked. I'm Landon and I just finished tattooing Kornbread, and we got a little deep. I did. And we talked about tattooing blind, diversity hires, and prison tattoos. So let's start the consultation.
Oh. Mom!
Welcome to Drag Deans. I'm Landon. Today's guest limped into your hearts during her congenial time on season 14 of Drag Race. But before that, she was begging you to clean your dirty tights via ASMR. And she is my most frequent drag queen guest at my Drag King show in Long Beach, California. It is Kornbread with a K. Hey! Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for forcing me. Thanks for having me.
Yes, forcing completely. Everything we do here is, non-consensual. Yeah, we're going to edit that one out.
Already got to edit stuff out. This is going to be bad.
It's good. We're nasty here and messy, as my intro you like to describe.
You dragged me. I've never heard my life so descriptive. I'm like, this is all true.
It was, I know you well. I know you well.
We talked a lot, so that makes sense.
I know you so well, actually, that you were one of, if not the first artist that knew about this show, even before I officially pitched it to Mom. Because I went into my meeting with a list of artists that agreed to let me tattoo them on camera in this kind of format. And you were one of them. Yes. And we almost didn't have you do the scheduling, but I'm so, so grateful that you're here today.
I know, I was a little bit mad. And I was a little jealous, too. I was like, damn, I don't get to do it. I'm sick of the counts now, but I was super excited. Yeah, when you told me you were smart, because I don't know how to do tattoos, so I couldn't take the idea.
Exactly.
So that was genius. But if you knew how to do tattoos, you wouldn't tell me nothing.
Thank you for keeping my secret.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it was like 6 months now. So,
I know.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
I talk a lot, so I'm surprised that it kept this inside. So.
Thank you. I am so grateful that you're going to be sacrificing your skin for me today.
I know. I'm scared, nervous, and excited all at the same time.
Me too. So, yeah, we're vibing in the same energy frequency, I think. So this is our consultation. So this is where we are kind of just making sure that we're on the same page before I tattoo you, and you're going to make sure that you're cool with me tattooing you. So just in general, do you have a rough idea how many tattoos you have?
I have 21 tattoos.
That was quick.
21.
You've done your homework for today. You've prepped.
And I ain't counted since middle school, so we doing something right.
I love it. And how do you handle the pain?
It's usually not too bad. Most of the time I just deal with it. Once the initial takes place, then I'm like, okay, I know where this journey's going to go.
Yeah, it's kind of, the adrenaline takes over. So after the first 10, 15 minutes, usually people kind of calm it down a little bit. Yeah, because your adrenaline kicks in.
But at the beginning, and then the knuckles, painful all the way through.
Yeah, did any of it fall out, or did you heal pretty well?
These heal pretty well, but I will never get them touched up.
Even if they fell out, I feel you. I've actually practiced on my own knuckles by touching up my skin, or my tattoo fell out, and I probably don't.
And you just gonna sit there and take the pain?
Yeah, my whole left leg is my practice leg. So my whole left leg is filled with my own practice.
But see, the leg wasn't that bad.
Around my knee was pretty rough. That was
Your
rough.
knee?
Yeah.
Behind the knee?
On top of my knee.
Oh, Well, that's torch. You did that on purpose.
I did.
That's a setup. You set yourself up, and you did it.
For sure.
So you can't blame nobody else but that ain't for you.
This is true.
You did that yourself.
Have you eaten today? Drink some water?
I ate this girl up on the internet today. She tried me in the comments.
You ate her up? I didn't know you were lesbian.
Only on certain days.
I really thought you were straight. But good to hear. Welcome to the club. Camille and Margot are happy to have you.
Thanks so much.
It's a full lesbian production
today. It's a whole lesbian production
today. On camera, behind camera. I love it.
This is just a switch up. Yes, I did eat today.
Okay, awesome. Well, what does your aftercare routine usually look like?
For when I get tattoos? It depends on that.
What else? Getting blown out.
My therapist.
What's your aftercare?
There's a lot. Kegels, lemon juice.
Pretty topical.
Sugar scrub. No, I'm kidding. So I do second skin. For certain ones, I do second skin. But I'm also a person who is just super curious. So sometimes if I do the second skin thing, I'm going to pull it off anyway just to be stupid. It's just... idiot in me.
Well, that's great to know as an artist that you respect the tattoo so much that you're going to with the healing process on purpose. That's great to know.
I just be looking under it.
Good.
They heal pretty well.
Yeah, it looks like you heal pretty well.
Something right. No, so second skin is a good one I used to do, and then old school A&D ornament was a
back in the day, right? Yeah. I just like to ask is if you don't have any experience with second skin, and if that's going to be the route that we go with, during the tattoo, I'll put a little piece on you just to see if your skin reacts to it, because some people are allergic. So I like to ask about the aftercare routine. Have you ever passed out during a tattoo?
Not during a tattoo. I met Beyonce, sang it, but never during a tattoo.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
What if you played Beyonce music during the tattoo?
It's over.
Okay, is it going to bring back? It's like, yeah. It's like the dogs that were trained to hear a bell.
Yes, me.
It's going to be, yeah.
See, Beyonce knock out.
Okay.
Yeah. You
don't want that. No Beyonce, okay? No music today. Now, at this point, we usually show you the design and kind of confirm the size and stuff, and at this point also, you don't know what the design is until the final segment, the phone reveal. But today we're doing something a little different, and I'm super excited. Can you share with us what your decision is today?
Yeah, so I said I'm going to let you pick the tattoo, and you pick the design and everything. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know until it's done. And it's take a lot of trust.
I did. Ooh. So I custom drew something kind of just based on our history of friendship. Mm-hmm. And she has no idea what it is. And this isn't just for camera. She sincerely and honestly doesn't know what it is. Kornbread, I'm filming you because you're walking around with your leg covered so that you can't see it. It just looks so funny.
I'm in here going to the other room and I'm walking like this. I'm just look forward.
Yeah. Don't look.
Ain't changing nothing. It's still yeah, because I thought it'd be fun that way, and I know we have like similar views on certain things. So I'm like, okay, if it's a bad thing or like a funny joke, ha ha ha, I'll laugh at it because I get your sense of humor.
Yeah.
Or if it's something like serious, then I'll understand it because same kind of point of view. But I'm also like, I just told Landon that they can tattoo something on me and not tell me what it is, and I'm like, am I crazy? Just a little bit.
Yeah, you're wild. This is actually clinical. Yeah. Then right after that, we're going to drive you over to get checked out.
My therapist already quit.
Oh, no. Okay.
Before I came here today. No, I'm kidding.
Amazing. So I'm very excited.
Me too.
I am also feeling like I'm going to poop my pants because I'm scared about this opportunity.
You think I'm going to hate it? Like, do you have like a little inkling in your mind like whether they hate it?
No idea. I'm just hoping that you're going to forgive me.
Okay. Damn. That's not how you're supposed to settle somebody's spirit.
I know, but you lost it, you sold the contract. So.
I'm going to do a tattoo on you, and I hope you forgive me. That's not how you're supposed to start.
I know, but this is your ID thing. You never know what's going to happen. So
this is going to be so fun. I cannot wait for this.
So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to do our skin sacrifice after I change my chonies.
After I change my chonies.
All right, before we continue, I would just like to explain that we will not be showing you the tattoo until the very end of the episode. So make sure to watch or listen all the way through to see the final result. All right, back to the show. Every time I touch anything, I have to redo my gloves, so give me a second.
Come on, cleanliness.
Well, I better be. That's the first thing I learned in my apprenticeship. Don't give people diseases.
the whole podcast about switching gloves.
Imagine that's like the one thing everyone just reads. Like, man, it wasn't even like sanitary.
It'll be literally the only thing we get from it.
That's the number one comment. Gross, how gross I am. It's the filth challenge.
She's wearing this. Yeah, that's what it is. She's wearing the same gloves for everybody's tattoo.
Yeah, everyone. There's a video online of I think it's in a country, and it's all these guys lined up, and they all got the tattoo. I think for a sports team or something, and the guy is wiping each one down with the same napkin.
My gosh!
As he goes down the line,
That last person had it rough.
Yep, that's exactly what everyone said. The first guy was good. The last guy was not so much.
First guy was good. Second guy, he might make it out of the room. The rest of y'all screwed. I can't wait to tell you what I think it is when we get down at the end of it.
Uh-huh.
The things that popped in my head, I think are going to be pretty funny. But I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and there's just so many. There's just I was like, oh, this is it right here. I'm like, no, it could also be this and this and this.
It could be lots of things.
It could be so many things. It could be a pig and a wig.
It's literally, yeah. I'm just giving you Meatball's tattoo.
Yeah, just literally the
but
same thing.
it's like Meatball's tattoo, but it's Meatball's face instead of the pig.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're able to spot the different challenge. Don't tell I said it. Meatball.
No, we're good. And again, ask, what is it? Ask for forgiveness, not for permission.
Yeah,
so, yep, that's what we're doing right now. I'm going to start with a small line just to get us kind of used to it. And we actually going
Putting you away? Sorry.
That's okay. Now I want to have you rest your leg on my leg.
Feels so royal.
All right, here we go.
Ah! Oh, it's actually not bad. Okay, I think we can get used to that.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I had to gauge. I'm like,
you're in it. You're in it now.
yeah, it's a little too late now.
Yeah, you were my pitch, so you can't back up now.
You got your feet on my leg. You gonna take this?
You're gonna take this, and you're gonna like it somehow, even if you fake it.
I feel like tattoo pain is not. I mean, obviously there's pain there, but it's more irritating than anything. I think. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
We're getting in there. All right, so like any story, it all has a start, right? So like, tell me about your first tattoo.
Oh, my first tattoo. I got my first tattoo when I was 12. It was my uncle. He was in prison for a bit, and he was. I'm not even kidding. Did tattoos, and he got back. He was doing tattoos in the hood in the apartment. Don't tell about it. I told him that for get in trouble. And I was like, "Fuck it, I want one." So I went to his apartment after school one night. And I was like, "I want one." He was like, "Did your mom say you can get one?" And I was like, "Yeah, lying." So I got. It's on my left shoulder. It's my middle name with music notes on it because I was like a chorus person, and music was like my life at the time. And I went home, thought I was getting away slick. I was wearing my shirts. I wouldn't let nobody see their arm. Woke up for school the next day to my arm being smacked by my mom. Smacked the dog shit out of my arm, and was like mad I got a tattoo, but I also was 12 years old. And then she definitely went over to my uncle's house. I wanted to whip his because for obvious reasons, you just gave my 12-year-old child a freaking tattoo. That was my first one. On my left shoulder.
So before you continue, I do want you to be expressive, but maybe we can get you, because you're moving, and this is the line work part, so I need to kind of just make sure that we have you a little bit more
still. I got you.
Still. But we can get you another pillow or something if that gives you more support.
Hold like this. The whole time.
So it's right there, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the personality we want.
Yeah.
Can I get you more comfortable? So
no, we good. I can just stay still.
Okay. Again, I want you to be expressive. You
ain't got to yell.
Yeah.
I'm already getting pain, motherfucker.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, that was my first tattoo. And I think I waited until I was 18 to get any more. But yeah, that started the joy of it.
So, you got caught.
I did. But I still don't know who snitched on me because my uncle ain't no snitch because he was in jail. And that's like one of the first rules. So I knew it wasn't him. So I think it was my cousin who went with me that told my mama. And we were supposed to be like, best friend cousins. We was those because it was the queer. We were the queer ones in the family. And you snitched on me. Because if it was my uncle, then I don't know how he survived in jail.
Yeah.
You don't supposed to be telling.
So you remember what your next one is? Was it like that young too? Were you still like 12?
No. What did I get after that? I got a... Remember I was telling you about the calf muscle tattoo earlier. I got a treble clef on my calf muscle. Obviously music again. And it was supposed to be a big whole calf muscle tattoo. But I couldn't finish it because the calf muscle was too painful. I don't know if I can say the F word. Too freaking painful. Yeah. You can't filter yourself when you're going through it. And then I got a credit card, my first credit card when I went to college from Wells Fargo. Thank y'all so much. No sponsorship though. And I was like, I want to see if this works. And there was a tattoo shop and I got a sea turtle on my wrist. So I got the treble clef and the sea turtle. It's this one here.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with sea turtles. And so I'm getting that one just to see if the credit card worked. And it worked. And from there, credit card debt started.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like... those are my like main first grouping of tattoos, and I keep telling myself like, I'm not going to get any more because I don't want to sit through that pain. But somehow I always do it again. Yeah, clearly I'm like halfway covered.
You are. You have a lot. Yeah, and we're happy for it because it's going to make for lots of stories to tell.
We got 21 stories to go through, and they all journeys.
Which was your favorite?
My favorite tattoo. Oh, that's a hard one.
have like top 2 or 3 if you want.
Probably top 21. No, I got the Ouija board planchet on my hand. I enjoyed that one.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like it has cornbread in the middle of it, and then I have Hershey, my drag sister, Kyra, my drag sister, and Calypso, my drag mom. So I have their 3 initials for their drag names inside of it as well. And then my knuckles say House of Jete. So obviously the planchet like reads the letters. And so that's where the knuckle tattoos came from. And then I'm a Naruto fan, big anime nerd. And there's a particular character in Naruto who gets a certain power through his eye if like one of his like closest friends. This is a whole dark situation. But I was like, oh, if I get that on my hand, it's about your best friends and stuff. But the planchet, it all kind of has a little story to it. So yeah, I think those are probably my favorite ones for sure. And I got those right before I went on that woman's TV show. Because I knew we were going to do confessionals and stuff.
So you didn't want to say her name, huh?
I ain't listen, we ain't promoting to that damn somebody. No, when I got on Drag Race, I was like, after I got the call, I was like, oh, shit, okay, cool. I was like, I've always wanted to get my hands tattooed. And I got my knuckles because we're going to do confessionals and stuff. And as you know now, you're doing line work and I'm over here shaking my damn hands. I'm very expressive with my hands.
I asked you to stay still and you were like, sure. I'm going to get used to it.
Yeah,
and you're going to have some shaky lines. This is the compromise we make. You keep moving, I keep working, you get shaky lines.
Then I'm going to walk and shake this leg. People think it's straight.
You have to keep moving. Just keep moving. Yeah. No one will see. No.
And man, just standing still, just shaking the legs so nobody knows see the lines. No, I got the knuckle tattoos because we were talking with our hands and stuff. Obviously, I do a lot. And I was like, oh, this would be cute for the camera. And got it. The most painful, cute situation I've ever gotten in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more knuckles for me, though.
You have the top of your hand, too, right?
Yeah, the top of my hand. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, the top of the hand's not too bad. So when you get down to like the knuckles or the sides is when it starts to get a little feisty.
I was 100 pounds heavier when I got most of my tattoos, so I really ain't feel much of it. I had cushion. The ones I get now be hurt like crazy. But before I had a lot of cushion, so I ain't had to worry about a bunch of it.
Yeah. Do you have any matching tattoos?
With people?
With animals? I don't know. What would you
have a
be matching tattoo with? You have a brand that your host
It's the dumbest question, but I asked it anyway. It was just it was a natural question. No, I don't. I don't like people that much. The crazy part is I'll get stuff of people on me, but I'm not matching with nobody. All
right.
I can't do it.
I have 2 matching tattoos.
With who?
I have a matching tattoo with my wife.
Well, see, that makes sense.
But it's like that's like one of those things where some people are like, never get tattoos with your partners and stuff. But like, we're confident in our relationship.
Well, right. I would say that alone. But also, if y'all ain't in the same room, they ain't matching tattoos.
This is true.
Can't see the other pair. They ain't a match.
It's this right here. It's the olives, 2 olives, because we say olive juice. So it's 2 olives with our juice that's shaped in a heart.
Is it in the same place?
Oh, no, hers is on her neck.
Ooh, I can't do neck tattoos.
Even the artist, we were getting it done. She did mine first, and then she sat her down, and she kept like, oh, so this is where you want to get it? And then she was like, my wife, and she looked at me like, are you going to like let her do this? And my wife, she didn't say that, but my wife was like, just so you're thinking, she has no control over whatever I do. So she's not going to stop me from doing anything.
It's going to happen if I want it,
like, exactly. Like, I said, baby, what about your neck? And she's like, yep. I'm like, all right,
I can't say nothing else from here. I just got to accept it and move on from it.
She's like, you better not up. I'm like, I don't plan on it, so I'm good.
I've seen people with neck tattoos, and I've never thought about getting a neck tattoo. Because at the time, I couldn't even see my neck. So it really wasn't a point of me fantasizing about getting a neck tattoo. But now I heard the pain of them, I can't do it. And I'm ticklish, too. So neck tattoos is not for me. Well, you think I'm jumping now? Put a needle on my neck, we gonna be running around. Well, I do believe it's like I know a lot of people who have face tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't do those either. Like I feel like the pain in that too, or just the thought. Like what if the vibration just rattle my brain? I ain't got much up there anyway.
Dumb.
Be worse. I keep going lower.
Do you have any like regrets?
Regret tattoos?
Yeah. Or like something you might want to change or cover up or get removed?
I have when we did I did a tour with a few of the Drag Race girls for I think it was like a fall tour or whatever. And I got different tattoos in certain areas. And I got Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls. And I was getting on the bus back from getting it, literally fresh from getting the tattoo, and someone was coming out of the door, and the door scraped the tattoo as soon as I got it. So it didn't like take all of it off. Like it's still like visibly bubbles. However, the color is a little bit darker than it needs to be. So I do want to get that one fixed because I do like the tattoo and the meaning behind it, but I don't like the end result, and it's because it got hit. If it didn't get hit, I think I would have enjoyed it. But I don't regret any of the tattoos I got. I regret the pain of the one on the calf muscle. I don't regret the tattoo itself.
You have a lot of like travel tattoos, right?
Yeah, majority of my tattoos are travel tattoos.
So they're not. You don't have a lot of like planned tattoos. Like they're mostly spontaneous.
Yeah, I'm very much. I'm going into the like if I see a tattoo shop and I ain't got nothing to do, and I go in, I say, "Hey, do you have space?" They're like, "Yeah." Then I say, "Okay, let's do something." And they're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. Let's figure it out." And then I'll sit there and talk with them through it. Like the ones on my forearms, I'm trying to shake them around. I'm so proud of my self-control.
If you think that you're still controlling,
this is control
a
for
little
me.
bit delusional.
This is so much.
You're not a drag artist if you're not a little bit delusional.
This is the most controlled I've ever been in my life. It's like my whole world is upside down. I don't know what's going on my leg right now. I'm the nosiest person on the planet. This is the least amount that I've ever moved in my life, and I know I'm doing at least 3 backflips in my head. But all of my arm tattoos are from the queens on the show. So we did the tour, and I told them I wanted to do 37 tattoos because we did 37 cities. But sometimes the bus would get a little bit late to the next city.
Sure.
So we wouldn't have like time between getting off the bus and getting ready for the show. So prioritizing. So I told the queens to pick a tattoo for each city that I went to, and so all the tattoos on my arm came from them, and like a little things that they chose for me to get.
Cute.
And then 2 of the tattoos I have on my arm, I went to the tattoo shop and told them, "Hey, like what's one of the oldest tattoos on your flash book that hasn't been used?" And they'll point at it, and I'll say, "Okay, give me that one," just to like kind of like mark it off there.
That's cool.
Mark off the book. Yeah, I enjoy the journey and the story behind it. Because it's a conversation piece if I run out of stuff to talk about, which I never will.
Yeah. I know you. You're never going to run out of shit to talk about.
Trust me, you hear me in the dressing room.
Never ending.
You're in the dressing room, walking towards the stage, probably talking on the stage during the performance.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
But like, what are some of those interesting tattoos that the queens picked for you on those tour stops?
I did a tour. The tour was with the Vivian from the UK. There was 4 of us that did every single one of the shows. So we were on the bus together for all 37 cities, and she was a really big fan of Jurassic Park. And so we were.
You were in the UK for this?
No, we were here. They came here to do the tour with us, the bus tour.
Okay.
And so we did the tour, and she always talked about Jurassic Park. I mean, every single day we had to hear about Jurassic Park. Sober, talk about it. Drunk, talk about it. Her talking about Margaritaville was the most annoying thing on the planet, but I loved it. And so
Margaritaville?
Margaritaville. What is it, Margaritaville?
Is it in Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Margaritaville?
Did I make that up?
I don't. I trust you. I don't have. It's not my story.
I trust you too. You're doing a tattoo. I don't know what the hell it is. We better have some kind of trust. No, get it. Yeah, I think it's Margaritaville because they have Margaritaville at Universal. And Jurassic there. But she talked about it so much. And so on her season of All Stars, she did a little challenge, and it was called Vivio instead of video. So
okay.
I got a Jurassic Park tattoo, but instead of Jurassic Park, it says Vivio Park because Vivio was her thing.
Oh, where's that at? Let me see.
It's right there.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so Vivio. So basically, her little tagline from All-Star season, because we became really close on the tour. Open your hand, like you're about to cover something up, like flip it. Flip your hand over, right? Put it over her arm, and we're gonna open the reveal. All right, you ready? All right, and go. Stupid.
We can't be friends forever now.
Yeah, you're screwed.
I love it. It's so good.
Oh, the other guy's like, what are you? So I got that one for her, and then who else picked something nice? Oh, Kylie was there for some of the days, and she's a really big Prince fan. Mm-hmm. And I like Prince's little symbol is cute, and so I got Prince's symbol on my left arm for Kylie.
Cute.
And then who's that? Ketamine. I ain't gonna tell you all these stories because I don't remember half
There's
their
going to
names.
be a lot, yeah. But like, yeah, some of your the highlights.
I don't remember half their names. Ketamine. She's from she won Australia's Drag Race. It's Australia, New Zealand, over there. And she always says camp for everything, and like camp.
Yeah,
so I got the word camp for her. And yeah, that was pretty much the interesting ones.
What was your? Do you think your calf one was your most painful one?
Hated it. Yeah, I think from what I remember, yes. And then we were talking about we had numbing cream. For the knuckles, I had numbing cream and it wore out on the last hand. That's how I knew how bad it was. I was like, oh, something ain't right because this don't feel the same.
Yeah.
The knuckles hurt the worst for sure. The calf was the most uncomfortable. The knuckles was just the longest, because I wanted to complete it. I couldn't just have half the name on here, so I had to finish it off. But I definitely made them stop on the calf muscle. Just
couldn't do it anymore.
It's so painful and direct. And it was hot too.
The tattoo was hot?
My leg was my leg was burning.
Interesting.
But I think because of the muscle, and I ain't never used the muscles like that. Because at the time I wasn't exercising nothing, child, so I didn't know the muscles work. And baby, when they put that needle on that muscle, that one said, "Girl, I am here. We are up under there." But yeah, that was definitely the worst one, and it definitely burned. It was uncomfortable.
What was the favorite experience you had in the tattoo shop, or a unique one? You have all these interesting stories behind the meanings of the tattoos and how you got them, but the experience at a shop itself sometimes can be.
Oh, we went to I'm gonna forget the name of the city. But we gonna do voiceover later and edit it in after. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
There was this person that was a really big fan of the show and stuff, but very much a fan of gender identity things and respecting people. And we learned that their pronouns were they, them. And they were telling us about how they appreciated, the things we talked about on the show and accepting ourselves and all that whole journey. And they came to the show, came to the meet and greet, and it was like, hey, what are y'all doing after the show? Because my shop is across the street, but we can open it up because I saw you tweet about wanting to get a tattoo in each city. And so after the show, we had a few hours before the bus took off, and they took us to the shop. We went to the shop. They did the tattoo for me, and I let them pick the tattoo. And it was
fan.
Yeah, he was they were a big fan of the show, and so they had their book that they had of particular tattoos that they wanted to do, and it was all gender based. And one that they had was the one I have on my hand with multiple faces. It's the trans flag colors.
Yeah.
Had a design and they put it on my arm, and I was like, boom. And so it's one of my favorite ones. They opened up the shop for us. It was great. We sat there, ate food, which was great. Who don't want food?
Yeah.
Had drinks and just chilled. It was just a good moment of knowing that person went out of their way to open up their business after the show and after having to work all day just so they can have that moment. So it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, and they didn't charge me too.
See,
that was the
something
best
about
part.
free tattoos just hit different.
It still hit painfully, but it hit different. I ain't had to pay for it, so we good. But yeah, that was a very, very fun experience. All of them have been pretty good though. I think you're the first person to tell me that I move too much.
Really?
Because you probably the only one to tell me the truth.
Because they were all yeah.
Yeah, you don't bite your tongue for nothing. I know you. I knew I was moving when you said it. Yeah, that was a pretty decent one. And then the Willow one was definitely a good one. I got that one in Seattle, and the tattoo artist there was really nice and a good time to talk to.
Is there particular styles that you like or you avoid?
That I avoid? No, I will get any style of tattoos, but I've learned that the tattoos that I do have and how they're random spotted ones, I guess what you would call it, they're just random place. The style is called ignorant tattoos, and I didn't know that, and so I thought it was a joke, and then I googled it, and I googled ignorant style tattoos, and there's a whole storyline about how they came about. I don't read books, so I did not read the article. However, I did know that it was ignorant tattoos, and I'm like, you know what? That's kind of suited. It makes sense. So yeah, I do like the ignorant tattoo style.
Well, the ignorant style, quote unquote, is more about your decision to just get random.
Yeah.
And they don't correlate and match to create a bigger vision type of thing.
Yeah.
But the styles itself kind of look like you traditional or it was kind of simple illustrative. Like you don't really do like portrait stuff because you want smaller pieces to fill up your spot. You don't really want any like pre-planned large scale pieces. I think you're saving your other leg. Is it your
I'm saving one of my legs.
For that kind of like a big
like a storyline piece.
Multiple session, like all of that.
Yeah, just only one leg though. The rest of it got to be chaotic. You can't have too much coordination in your life, especially as a
Do you have something in mind for your big tattoo?
I do. So I have this. I'm like an obsession with the ocean, and so I want to do like this zombie apocalypse themed ocean tattoo. But the only thing that's not going to be zombified or gory is going to be the sea turtles, because I like the sea turtles and I want to screw them up. But everything else is going to have a zombie kind of feel to it. Because like underwater zombie would be cool. Because I'm like a big fan of like Walking Dead and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so
post-apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
I want a post-apocalyptic leg. But it'd be like of the ocean because I do like the water and stuff too. So that'd be fun.
Do you go to the beach a lot?
The beach? There's people there. I just play water on the background of my TV and just pretend, tell Alexa to play water sounds and just sit in my room where I ain't got to deal with people. No, but I do like the beach, but I'd rather go like swim in the lake, like country stuff, back at home.
I got you. Country stuff,
like
lake,
country
still
stuff.
Water.
Yeah, something might grab you because you can't see under there because it's all dark. I like that.
I mean, that's why people fear the deep seas, because you can't see what's down there.
We just went on a cruise. So random because it's me. We just went on a cruise gig and we went outside to go look at the water at the nighttime. When I say you can't see 3 feet in front of you, so it is just completely black. I'm just like, if that's just like us just looking out, I can't imagine like looking down in the water. You can't see anything. Yeah,
that's why people do start to have panic attacks if they make that mistake of going out at night and trying to look, and it is just pitch black.
She's scared of water, and she says she'll never get on the cruise, but they offer her some money, so money makes people change their mind.
Always.
And so she went on the cruise, and we took Hershey outside, and she would not walk anywhere near the edge. And then she went outside and saw that it was dark, and that she couldn't see anything outside or surrounding us, but she knew that we were moving, and it tripped her out. I hated going outside during the nighttime on the boat, but I loved it. Yeah, I probably got a little crazy. Something a little wrong with me, but it was nice.
I just don't know if they have tattoo artists on cruise ships.
Oh my God, imagine.
Yeah.
They probably have the same tattoo as me, as much as I shake and move. It'd be like on a cruise ship. Anyway.
It's like more like big, slow movements that cruise ships make. They don't really shake and talk with their hands movement,
Yeah, they're not like me.
And they're
That's
not
true.
like propped up on their shoulder, because they're being filmed, They're like laying down comfortable.
In my head, I'm trying to pretend I know what curves and stuff you're making so I can try to figure out the picture by the paint, but it's not working.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that game where like they draw on your back and you're supposed to draw what you feel.
And babe, what I think you're drawing is not probably what's over there in my head, because I'm like, no, that don't seem like it worked. But when I get my tattoos, I look and I know what I'm getting and what size they are. So while I'm getting them, I know how much more I got to go, and like the shape and like the color and all that stuff like that. Yeah. So me not knowing what's going on, I don't know how much time of paintage I got to deal with.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the end is gonna be at.
You have no idea.
I just accept it. Yeah.
No, I get it. That is definitely part of it. Is kind of like checking and see how the process is, so you can kind of prep for like how much more effort you're gonna have to put into this. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you about to curve right here, and I need to know how I'm gonna feel when you like turn. Like, no, none of that's what I don't know.
None of that
anything
is happening right now for you. No.
Y'all gave me no idea what I'm getting. I did it to myself and blaming everybody else.
That was all you.
What was going through your mind when you, I don't want to know what it is, but like, did you like initially have something in your mind, or did you like go through a few ideas of what it could be?
I instantly had something, but then I gave myself time to think. And I ended up going with my first thought. And then it evolved a little bit. And
okay.
Yeah, I didn't just stick with only the first thing, but I added some like levels to it, I guess, instead of just going with the basic first concept.
And see, I would have stressed out thinking about just the thought of, oh, I'm about to do something on this person, they don't know what it is, and they trust me to do it.
Oh,
I
am very much stressed out about it. I'm like, kind of give you the quick turnaround version, but it's very stressful, and like because of the almost not having you schedule change, like it was it was quicker prep for me than the rest. So I had to just get to business, you know. I had to just be like, it, I have this idea. I like ran it by a few people. They were like, yeah, that's good. I'm all right, I'm gonna draw it. And then I had to give myself like a couple, you know, I gave myself like 2 or 3 sessions of drawing it because I wanted to make sure that I was comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. They have like stencil machines where it's just like you can just literally Bluetooth the picture over to the machine and it will just print out the stencil for you. Yeah. But I'm not, I feel like that's for advanced tattoo artists who don't need to plan their approach every time because they're already so used to everything. But since I'm still treating myself like an apprenticeship, I need to go through every line and draw every line and like hand draw my stencils for my own education on muscle memory and putting my hand through that process and stuff. So I drew up, usually I'll wait to draw the stencil until I know exactly what size we're doing. But I drew up a couple different stencil sizes this time so that I had more practice and options. So
I learned through tattoo artists because I was clear I'm in the tattoo shop a lot. That they practice on oranges. Like oranges was a good thing to practice tattoos on. And I didn't know that. And I was trying to figure out why. And they said it kind of resembles the skin texture. Yeah,
and then when you peel it, you can see if you're going too deep because you can see if the needle punctured through the skin or if it like, you can actually look at your needle depth, which is important because there's 3 levels of skin that you're tattooing around, and you need to get to the first one, be in the second one, and avoid the third one. The third one is when you start to get blowouts and you immediately see like that little, almost like a watercolor spot underneath the skin, and like you need to just, so practicing needle depth is important, and like one of the first things that you do during apprenticeship is fruit, and like bananas and oranges are where I got my start too.
See, I didn't know it was so much like detail to like to doing it. I always thought like the deeper you go, the darker the color, and that was how it worked in my head. But I didn't know there was like a 3-level situation to tattoos.
Yeah. Oof. And like you're supposed to know that, but I can't promise you that every tattoo artist knows that. And it's like, yeah, I don't know why my tattoos are bleeding, or like
I ain't figuring it out. But still just stabbing somebody's leg.
The bleeding part is different because every person's skin is different, and like you bleed a little bit more than like a couple other people, but you still like people's skin reacts differently.
Well, that's what my body made up of 30% tequila.
I was going to ask if you drank last night or if you've been drinking the last few days.
I've been drinking all my life.
Because it makes your blood thinner and then it makes you bleed more.
Yeah, no, I didn't drink.
So it is like a thing that actually,
Did I drink last night? See, I be forgetting. No, I ain't worked. So yeah, I ain't drank last night.
Right.
But you know I do love me a good beer, but I promise you I ain't just chugging a bunch of
and
tequila and beer, my favorite. Now I will get matching tattoos with a bottle of tequila. That's the homie, so that would happen. But no, I didn't drink. But I do know that alcohol does like thinning out. So I did drink a bottle of water when I came here.
Thanks.
That was the first bottle of water I drank in 3 months. Just for you. Just to make life easier for you.
It was like tapped into a Red Bull keg, right? Like permanently Red Bull keg.
Literally in the back, just drinking Red Bull. That's all I was doing. I was like, you know what? Let me sip this water. I sipped the water, put it down, and started drinking the Red Bull again. Wait, so you said you had two matching tattoos. What's the other one? And who's the other one with?
Oh wow, look at she's been paying attention.
Oh, I listen.
Yeah, you have. My best friend Ivory.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ivory Onyx. Well, his name's Des, but Ivory Onyx is, you've worked with him many times. He's a cowboy fan.
I was literally about to say that.
I almost put that in my intro for you.
I was literally about to say that.
I almost said, like, you want a pillow now?
No, we good.
You want to see your hip or anything?
It's my arm. I told you I used to have padding on my arm. Ain't no more padding.
I know, that's why I keep offering a pillow, which is padding.
Different kind of padding.
I know.
The years of building the kind of padding. I got to get used to this new lean because I've never had to lay like a mermaid before. So I keep checking the camera for body roll. Let me put this one away. We stuffed them in there. This is a new position for me, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just checking it out, gauging how I'm going to lay when I show my new tattoo off.
Yes, all right. But
no, cowboy popped in my head, too. That's one of the, that's one of the things that popped in my head. There's so many things that popped up.
It might be.
But I'm like, I was sitting here laughing because I'm like, we could talk about cowboy all day, but I was like, we have to have a version of how we explain it to the world.
Exactly.
So that's why I was like,
think we should have like gone over that story.
That's what I was
because
like.
It's one of those conversations where you're around people in a closed room,
Yes.
and you can say things with trust and you know, and there's I'm not the one who invented it, but you know, I am.
You were there for the invention.
Yeah, so it's one of, you know, you gotta tread carefully when you share inside jokes sometimes because, you know, unfortunately, I'm a Patriots fan, and I can't talk about Cowboy fans.
No, I was sitting there when I was thinking about it, I was like, because I was trying to figure out, I was like, I gave them permission to do whatever they wanted to. I'm like, obviously going to be something that, you know, we would like correlate to. So I was like thinking about that, but then I was like, that might not be an option because then we would have to go through a journey of explaining. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was my mind process. But the first thing that popped in my head was Cowboys, and I laughed so much. I'm like, the world wouldn't even know. And I just sit here just
we
laughing.
don't have to. It could be just a fun inside joke with us. Then I gave you something cowboy related. And
Dressing room talk. Yeah.
Ivory would know, and you would know.
Ivory would definitely know. We'll understand so well.
This has to do with some fans in the audience at the show who were wearing some cowboy gear.
Cowboy, yep, literally.
Yeah, that's all it has to do. And we all have a shared experience with those people.
With lovely audience members.
Yeah.
And it was a bridal party.
And it was at my show.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, at my show in Long Beach, the one that you're the most brought on queen guest that I have.
And it took me so long, and I felt so dumb when I said the name in my head, and then I said it out loud. I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. And I was like, now, I looked around the room, but to me, it was like I'm at a drag show. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't like click how it would for most people. I laughed at so hard. It's so genius, so smart. And then I was like, you know what? I feel special.
So what she's referring to is my show Diverse in Long Beach. It's a drag king show.
Yes.
But I have a drag queen because I need to have a diversity hire. So she's my diversity hire because we need to give drag queens more opportunities. They just don't have enough. They're not seen as much. Like you see drag kings all the time, but you just don't see drag queens.
Drag queens. Yeah.
So I have one spot for a drag queen at my show because, you know, if I give one queen a shot, it'll appease the audience to feel like I'm being inclusive. Mm-hmm. So,
and they need that.
Yeah, drag queens need to feel more inclusive into drag spaces.
Drag queens need more spaces.
They do. They do.
We all know that.
They don't have enough.
No,
Kings have been taking them over, so, you know.
And that's a problem. Because, why do kings need to show their talent, you know?
I know. You see enough of it.
Somebody gonna clip just that part.
Yeah.
And post it.
Yeah.
They gonna clip that and say Kornbread hates kings. That's not what I said. I didn't say that. No, but I laugh because in my head, diversity was like, oh, it's just diverse styles of performance. That's literally what I was thinking the entire time. Which makes sense.
Obviously, where I'm really going for, but yeah, it's a whole play on words.
Which is genius. It's so smart because it's so true. I was like, this is great.
And it actually started off being called Verse because I really wanted to have a full play on words. But then another party who called themselves Verse before COVID threatened me, and I'm like, you don't even I'm like, you're not even having a party. Like, you haven't had a party in years. Well, we might bring it back, and we just want to make sure we're not confusing. And they were like in the Valley, or like in West Hollywood. I'm like, you're not even in Long Beach.
We ain't nowhere near each other.
And I just, just to make it easier, just change it. I'll call it Diverse.
Well, I couldn't have did the Verse show anyway. That wouldn't have worked. It's full bottom over here, and I don't like do anything where I got to laugh. So Verse wouldn't have worked. So I'm glad it's diversity.
Well, I mean, you're diverse now. You're verse now because you're a lesbian as well.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
You can't believe you forgot about being a lesbian.
It's new to me.
It is.
You see how I know how to lay on my side? This is new to me, too. I'm learning a lot of stuff. I'm verse now. That's crazy. I had to change my resume. Can't go on dates no more. I got to switch it up. Got to write.
Yeah. I mean, are you ever like a T-girl for T-girl?
Me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Like, it wouldn't be an issue. However, I know how I am, and we both can't have the same hormone rage in the same house. It won't work. That would be the biggest issue. I ain't sharing no makeup or my clothes. Very selfish when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't find an issue with it. But I just know it would definitely be some clashing because I know how I am as a trans woman. When them moans kick a certain way, there's no control for either one of us. So the house will probably burn down. We might need separate places, separate rooms. It might work. But what mind? Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty like I would say universal. Is universal the word to say? Like I'm able to adjust. However, that's one thing I cannot adjust to. I cannot change my mood swings. Like I stay away from the world. So imagine both of us just sitting in the room, just angered at each other. So yeah. Mind it.
So you would be open, but you would have to
go to therapy
put a lot of
more.
effort into that you're not really interested in putting that much effort into right now.
Yeah. See, because I'm like really, really close with Carrie Colby, and that's just an experience in itself. So I know how we are with each other. We need days apart because something wrong with her. And I'm just like, is this what I got to deal with? And then I also say, is this what I'm like? So it's a realization of knowing like, oh, this is me too. But yeah, no, I'm super open to like any kind of like relationship situation. However, I'm a whore, so that's not in my.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Not the yes, you are confirmation. Yes.
I mean,
yes, you are.
We're just going to be honest on this. This is a podcast of truth.
Yeah, this
I'm
truth.
not going to lie to you. I'm not going to, blow smoke up your.
Yeah, I'm a virgin, so I'm not a hooer. No, yeah, I'm like not the settle down kind of person. I don't think at this moment at all. One day. But I'm too selfish with a lot of stuff.
But even if you settle down, you can still be in like an open relationship. So it doesn't have to be like completely settled, or you're not interested in open. You would like to be like.
Well, that's the case. I got about 15 boyfriends right now. So
right?
now I'm in an open relationship with 15 people. No, I'm kidding. Hell no. Ain't no commitment there. And then I'm not paying for no dates. No, it's just all of that. It's the requirements for me. And it's like when I say I'm the most like selfish for myself like right now, and I think because it took me a minute to get to the selfish spot, and I'm basking in the I can do this for myself and I'm enjoying doing this for myself kind of moment.
Yeah.
I do feel like eventually I'll be like pretty soon like I'm tired of like roaming the streets, and I'll like chill out. But it's like not in my future, I guess.
Sure.
In the short term future, and then I'm very very selfish when it comes to my mindset when it comes to like career stuff, and I know like. Obviously, in like relationships, I'm mature enough to know like there's like certain sacrifices and things that you have to do to make things work. And I'm like such in a groove of figuring out my in my mind and like what I want to do for myself and like work and stuff that I know I won't be the person that will take that extra step to be compromising of like my time and stuff right now. So it's smart for me not to put nobody through that. That'd be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, because the people deserve to. If you're in a relationship where you're a committed relationship like that, they deserve to have that kind of clear honesty. Yeah. And if someone, if you're not interested in it, then,
Yeah, I can't get no olives on my neck right now.
The number, no olives on your neck.
That's what I said, baby, I'm not putting no olives on my neck right now. That's how I'm going to tell you, no, I can't be in a relationship. We're not at the olive stage.
That's obviously different, like.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like we've been together 15 years, like we've been married for nine. Don't get me in trouble by forgetting.
And don't edit it, keep that in there.
Just like you said. Yeah, 16 years.
16 years?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So we've gone through like some really scary moments. Like I met her weeks before I was diagnosed with my cancer journey. We're both cancer survivors. And I met her weeks before, and like she stuck around, and I gave her the out. Like I'm like, look, I lost my mom to cancer. I was her caregiver. I watched her like slowly pass away. Yeah. You don't need to go through this with me because you just met me. I get it. Like we can pick this up again when I'm better. Yeah. And she was like, the fuck? How dare you? Are you trying to get rid of me? And I'm like, no, I'm trying to be considerate.
Because you know what's coming. You know that's a journey.
I know what was coming. And I needed radiation, and I knew what was coming. And I knew it was going to be really, really rough on me physically and possibly her mentally. And, there's a lot that goes on when you're going through it and being someone's caregiver. And so she did not leave my side. And we're still together since, and we built like a silent conversation, a way we talk to each other, because I couldn't talk. Like very quickly after starting radiation and my surgeries, I could not speak, and so she learned to like read my facial expressions.
Wow, that's so cool.
Which is great, but you can't get away with now. She knows me so well. I can't be like.
You can just sit there stone faced the whole time, just looking like this. They know you're lying.
And I'm like,
face not moving.
She's not right all the time. There's so many times where I'm like, that's not even what I was thinking. She's like, I know you. I'm like, I really wasn't thinking that though.
That's why, because like somebody read, like obviously like talking is a for clear form of communication, but somebody knowing your facial expressions, you just kind of screw. You can't say nothing. You can't make. Dang.
I can't get
you that's dedication. Yeah, you stand there. That's a good relationship right there. You screw. Oh, you can't do nothing.
We've been together way too long. So when we decided to get matching tattoos, it was just like there was no question, no doubt.
Yeah.
And we also know like if we don't need each other, we want each other.
Right.
And like we're both like bad.
Yeah.
And we're both attractive and we're both successful, both like professionally and like the work that we do on ourselves and our soul level.
Yeah.
And we're always working on ourselves. And like if one of us up in some way that's disrespectful,
right,
we're all going to be fine without each other.
Yeah.
We want to be with each other.
Yeah.
So
which is
getting
major to say.
getting matching tattoos is like really nothing serious for us because it was like from day one, like we're fine.
And that's a
but
journey
we waited
too.
many years in order to do it. So
that's wild. The facial expression would have screwed me up because I talk with my hands and faces. But if you learn my faces, I'm done for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm screwed. That's so cool. But also that takes a lot of dedication to learn somebody's, like facial expression, obviously not being able to be verbal. That's intense.
Yeah, it got pretty hard. And then when I lost like 80 pounds, because I was, I've always had a not uncomfortable relationship, an unhealthy relationship with food. Mm-hmm. And I was heavy, and then I lost a lot of weight when I got sick, and I started drag right after I was starting to feel better, and I was still like the smallest I had ever been. So I kind of had slowly been gaining all that weight back, and COVID, man, just. I'm an emotional eater, and like my addiction is food, and like emotional really got me, and I just haven't been able to like land back on my feet in control of it, and I have moments of like dedication with I got trainers, I've been on like variety of different meal plans, and I have success in short term. I just can't seem to like get it. So it's really, it's been inspiring to watch you, and like you have so many people who want to guess.
There's so many journeys behind
so
it.
many reasons behind your weight loss, but like and I even like planning for this, like I was. About 6 months ago, I was like doing well. I was losing a bunch of weight. I was getting ready for stuff, and then certain things switch up, and I just been eating my feelings. And I'm like,
this is how I get to the
maybe by the upcoming episodes, I will feel a little bit better. But I get in my feelings and
upcoming episode, not this episode, upcoming episode.
Yeah. And I think the thing that like really kind of hurt because even for Dragula, I was able to lose a lot of weight to go on that because I'm like, I'm gonna be on TV and competing.
Yeah,
like, I need to look good and feel good, and I did, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was successful at it. I was doing like my David from Lost Boys cosplay, and someone posted video of it, and I was like, cool, let me see, like, awesome. I really haven't seen much footage of this number, and like 3 of the comments were, I didn't know David ate Michael. And I'm like,
see,
oh,
it's just
man.
And they don't realize how that, that's irritating. But
Oh my God. I can cry on my own show.
So what happened? I got tears in my tattoo.
I got tears in your tattoo. Talk about personal touch. I'm just crying.
This is dedication right there. You in there for real. Just a whole teardrop on it.
Damn it.
No, but it's like, that's what I had to get past that too. Because like, for me, obviously I went on the show heavier. And I was very confident in my plus sizeness and like, and nothing like, nothing bothered me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It was the losing of the weight where I started paying attention to like small detailed things, and it wasn't because of me, because I'm like, I never paid attention to this, like, oh, I don't like how this look, or I don't like how this shaped, when I was like, obviously heavier. And I realized it wasn't me, it was me seeing people say more things and it was like, oh, this is like odd. And so like, it became a thing for me now, like, I lost all the weight, or I lost the majority of, the weight that I had, and everyone says, oh, it's this, oh, it's this, oh, it's this. I don't mind saying what it is, but it is the joy of knowing I'm bothering you by you not knowing exactly what it is. So I'm like, I ain't got to say it. So I leave it alone. I don't say, obviously where the journey came from. But it's just my way of like snatching back the I guess the power behind it.
Yeah.
But it's like you could comment on the performance and say you don't like this or you don't like this or it's not for you, blah 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 blah. But that alone is just so unnecessary and just like what's the point?
Yeah.
The internet will do it.
Yeah, and like complimenting weight loss is also like people don't understand. That can be very triggering too. Variety of reasons of not just the reason why you lost the weight, because like I know that's one of the things people thought about you, but like the way they compliment sometimes is like, oh my God, you look so good.
Yep.
Why didn't I look good before? Like, oh, it's okay. You're so beautiful. I'm always beautiful. Like there's the way people comment is so weird where like their fat phobia shows. And like what were you thinking this whole time? What were you thinking when I was actually gaining a lot of weight I was going through one of my like binge like months and I'm just gaining weight? Like what were you thinking and not saying? Like you start to think about all that too. And
and you get they just screw your head up. And this mind you, it's weird thinking about it all day going crazy over it, and this person didn't even think about us when they're not around us. You know, the kind of moment of like it was a moment for them. They commented and said what they said, and they're going on about their day. However, it affects us differently because we're going to continuously think about it, and this person isn't even thinking about us after this second. It screws you with that, and it's I think a lot of it was I've met a lot of people, and like I have like a lot of people around me that they wait till I mention something about it before they engage in the conversation. And I don't mind that at all. And obviously I know I lost weight. I know it's going to be a topic of some sort. But it's just weird how people do say things. I've been excommunicated from a group of people I didn't know I was a part of. But there's this whole group that would comment on stuff of mine and say I'm not allowed to talk on plus size issues or things anymore. I've been called, I'm a traitor and all this other stuff like that, and it's just like it's me showing people that being plus, if you're not happy with your plus size, I'm like that's not what it is. It's like you can't put that on me and say, oh, just because you lost weight or I lost weight that I'm like pushing myself from a community or something. Like, you don't know what the issue is or what I did it for.
Yeah, you still have a lifelong experience to still share and be traumatized by.
Yeah,
like you still live with the trauma of that of the like discrimination that you felt and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
For majority of my life, I'm like I've been like this way less than than I was when I was like obviously plus size. I've been plus size all my life, but it's the fact that people like try to not call you a sellout. That's what it is, the sellout.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not a sellout by me like losing weight. I'm not going around saying, oh, I'm like, being fat phobic to people or calling people out and thinking I'm like a guru on how to do X, Y, and Z. I don't do any of that. I don't speak on those things. I never did in the first place. But it's like it's crazy how people put that in their head that they have the right to do that and tell you that.
Right.
It's weird. Yeah. People are
because
strange.
like my like shame I have about myself isn't directed at other people's like fatness. Like I never look at people and think anything negative about like the way people look in their like different variety of sizes. My fat phobia is all internalized. It's all just about me and like knowing,
and your personal, so
and knowing that like I'm visually presenting my failure to control something that I know I'm like out of control of, and it's just like it's like living like addicts, like addicts who are functioning, highly functioning. You have no idea that they're a highly functioning addict, but like I'm a very obvious food addict because
I'm a very obvious food addict. No, even like
it goes from like that kind of place more than other people. Yeah.
Even like sitting here this entire time, like, and even like I was like throughout the video, it was just like I'm like mind saying, but throughout the video, I've been doing like this the entire time, keep pulling this, and I'm literally telling myself, no, leave it, and because me as my old self would have not been worried about that or thinking about it, but like me now getting in my head because like and this stuff, and like I'm like, okay, cool, you know what, leave it there because it's not a problem, but it's just like small things like that. That's how I teach myself. Yeah, so it's like
you can,
accept
and like it's funny because as a like plus size people, no matter how long after that they've lost weight, they'll say that that's one thing that they can never stop doing is pulling sitting down on a couch and putting a pillow in front of your stomach.
I still do
It's
it,
like
yeah.
that kind of. It's like a comfort place because it comes from that place of being embarrassed by the rolls and the pooch and stuff. And you can always spot someone who has been plus size because they'll always grab a
pillow and sit it on top of you. Yeah,
yeah.
It was that, and oh my God, when I was in South Carolina, because like that's where I grew up. Obviously, that's where all the food came from. I would always wear a hoodie, and I was looking at old high school pictures of me and my friends. I'm like, everybody's in tank tops and shorts and flip flops, and here I am in a full sweatsuit. I'm like, why am I wearing a sweatsuit? And I'm like, clearly it's hot outside. And then it all clicked. I would always wear a hoodie. I never walked outside without a hoodie.
Oh wow!
Always, yeah. And I didn't realize that until I was like, yep, that's the problem. Did you just do the worm with your arms?
Huh?
You just did like this.
Did I do that? No, I didn't do the worm.
I see out the corner of my eye, like, you just breaking down. You feeling your fantasy.
I was pointing at you, signaling that I was about to get up.
I was like, go ahead, up. You get a dance break. I ain't do the podcast, did random dance break.
Yeah, but we weren't going to be dancing. That's all part of it. You didn't know? I didn't say that to you in the call sheet.
Somebody just left that out.
Call sheet left out the whole dance break.
The people listening just gonna hear.
We're going to learn some choreography.
Well,
and we're going to clear the stage, and we're going to
do it.
We're going to up our gloves while we just talk bullshit.
Just screwing everything up.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, it's definitely it's like small stuff like that I've noticed, and I didn't realize that that's something I was doing. So now to like make myself like comfortable instead of just wearing oversized clothes like I used to. My closet is so skimpy. Every shirt and hoodie is a crop top, and like shorts is like.
I love it.
But it's just getting my mind to say, you know what, I'm good. I now can like do that, and so now I buy oversized clothes just for the hell of buying oversized clothes.
And it's like it's also what's trendy now because the 90s is coming back and everything baggy. God damn it!
It was that hand right now.
That's my fault for buying $5 gloves at the tattoo convention I went to.
You went to a tattoo convention?
I wasn't tattooing. I just went to go watch and learn and make connections and make friends, and it worked.
It was like one of like the cons.
Huge, yeah. It was Golden State Tattoo Convention. I went and I just walked around and I literally got there in the morning and just watched everyone start their tattoos, and then I just kept walking up and down all the aisles,
just like see the process.
2 major rooms, and then I would just kept watching and see how they started looking at their setups, how are they like holding, what position do they have people in to get them into certain like things, and people think of really interesting positions for people in, so that for especially those long day tattoo, like.
Were there people that were just doing just like one tattoo throughout the entire?
There are people who are doing it for 3 days in a row. One piece, 3 days in a row, and those people are coming back every day.
Was it like the person like doing the artwork on them just to do it for the convention, or is like they paid to get the tattoo done and they're doing it there? How does that work?
It depends on the artist. Sometimes they'll offer a free tattoo because they want to win like tattoo of day.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to enter the contest, and they're gonna get like cool footage and promo from like the tattoo convention themselves, being like, "Wow, look at this piece that was made at our convention," or sometimes artists are sponsored to be there, so they kind of have some leeway to like offer a free or super discounted tattoo, because tattoo conventions are not a fun place to get tattooed at. A lot of people are traveling out of state, so they don't have comfortable beds and stuff. And sometimes people are sitting in like a folding chair, getting a back tattoo for 3 days in a row. And I'm like, there's no way at my like beautiful age
I'm about to sit there
sitting in a fucking folding chair. No.
It just bent up. Ooh.
No, that's not happening.
The tattoo shape gonna change because your back gonna change.
Yeah.
3 days in a folding chair ain't gonna be cute. Yeah, getting a tattoo at a tattoo convention is the most comfortable time to meet, and meeting a drag queen at a drag convention is not a comfortable place.
No.
Oh Lord, meeting drag queens at conventions ain't no good thing either. No, I don't think I could get a tattoo in front of a whole like group of people at a convention. I would be like nervous as hell.
Yeah, you can see sometimes people are like, because then they're small little booths, so you don't really have the freedom to like put them. Not looking at the audience, you just see like the audience. I'm looking at like, as a performer. Yeah, like people walking by and they're just trying to like take a look at what you're doing, and like I'm walking and I end up making eye contact with that like person getting tattooed over and over again as I walk by, and they're like, "There's that again. There's that again."
You're just walking past me, creeper. No, and see, in my mind would have been like, I won't be able to make the. Ooh, if this hurt kind of curved pain face when it's like 30 people just like walking past and looking at me, it's like I gotta hold this in. It's like that's gonna make me more stressed.
Yeah.
That I can't like freely just feel uncomfortable.
That is what happens. Yeah.
That's bold for them. The folding chair, y'all can keep that. I need something comfortable to lay down on. Did you buy stuff at the convention?
I did. I bought gloves. They were.
And we see how that turned out.
We see how that turned out. Yeah, because often they'll have like sales at the convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, it was like 4 boxes for $20, and I'm like, damn, because they're usually like almost $20 each. So
For the boxes of gloves?
Yeah.
Does the box specifically say tattoo, or is it like just a certain kind of like
they're sterile, like they're like nitrile gloves, so so I can use them on people with like latex allergies. Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, and black looks cooler than like the like hospital.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to have no blue gloves on your hand right now.
I mean, I have used them. I have tattooed with blue gloves, but not on camera.
Yeah. Not for my image.
Even your pillow cover, I was putting your pillow cover on, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had black pillow covers.
I was going to say, if it's for the image, I'm not wearing no blue gloves.
So if you're liking this content and you want to help me afford some black pillow covers for the next possible episodes, make sure that you like, comment, and share, and subscribe, and interact with us, because, you know, you're going to help us keep these videos coming. So
keep the image alive, you know, and we need black gloves. You heard that right, black gloves. Black gloves.
Black gloves. And you can follow me at Wolf Daddy Tattoos as well. So it's my new tattoo page.
Come on, Wolf Daddy Tattoos.
Yeah.
Where we wear black gloves.
Branding.
Not brand. I'm branding on my own shop. Is it uncomfortable for you, as far as like, because obviously you've done drag like long enough and like clearly like comfortable in drag, but like does it like add another element to it being in drag and like makeup and everything right now while you're doing the tattoo?
The makeup doesn't bother me because I'm so used to being in makeup for like long days on set and stuff. The fact that my tits are taped on my armpits really sucks right now.
Oh, especially all like the movement and
yeah, because the tape like hits into my torso and kind of where it bends, so I'm kind of always aware. It's good because it makes me keep my back kind of more instead of like hunching over, but which is like what you try to avoid as a tattoo artist for like long-term reasons. But it sucks. It sucks. So
very painful.
Please support your very uncomfortable drag artist getting tattooed and tattooing for you.
Like, comment, and subscribe. They have on titty tape.
They got my titty tape on.
No, because like even like you doing this and like sitting there with like your hair and the hat and stuff. For me, if I'm doing like anything that's like of I guess normal or something where I need to like focus and not be in like obviously performance mode, I can't do it with regular drag stuff on. I can't wear my normal style synthetic wigs and stuff like that if I have to do something that's kind of sort of in a normal setting. Sure. It just takes me out of it, and I just feel like it's just like in the way. But maybe that's just me because I wear wigs on a regular, obviously, and then can do normal stuff with it. But it's if I'm doing drag or something, or like drag style makeup or things like that, I couldn't do it. So I was always sitting here wondering this entire time. You full costume, like you head to toe. You even got the glasses.
I mean, the glasses are actually, I need them, and I forgot them for the other shoots that I wore, so I realized I should probably put my glasses on.
So the tattoos ain't really look like
Don't tell them.
They gonna flip this camera around and see the tattoo and be like, I ain't wearing glasses.
I forgot my glasses.
This might be the best one.
I brought them every single time, and I brought them to set. I didn't just leave them in the green room, but there's a lot going on. I have a lot to do, a lot to think of, a lot to process, a lot to be in charge of, and I forgot to put my glasses on.
You know what's wild? You're gonna look at the tattoos, you're gonna realize you just tattooed blur. Because you couldn't see that. It's just,
I literally made it
just great blur.
Unfocused. Yeah. It's a style. It's a style.
That's your style.
It's a blur style. I'm creating a new style, guys.
It's going to be on trend. They're going to take it from you. So, yeah, go ahead and take credit for it now.
Exactly.
Wait, you really had your glasses on the whole time?
For the other three? Yeah. I literally forgot. I can see fine. I can see fine. They just really help focus, and now I need like bifocal. Mm-hmm. So up close, I'm fine. It's kind of like more far away when it's weird. But, you know, this is you don't know what it's going to look like, so I guess I should have.
Yeah,
this is the one that I could have gotten away.
Without wearing your glasses.
You don't see the drawing beforehand, so you don't have anything to compare it to. But
that's why you're like, oh, make sure you don't see down here. I'm like, I can't see regardless. So I'm like, y'all good. This is the best thing for me. I usually wear glasses on the regular. So, like, me not wearing glasses right now, everything looks like a blur. I wouldn't know you was over there if I hear you talking. You definitely can't make out shapes or nothing, so we good. I ain't gonna know what the tattoo look like until I get home. and actually put my glasses on.
We'll take a picture and show you close so you can do it up close. Oh, do you feel like you're like moving more on stage in your performances? Because like you've always been so dramatic and a storyteller with your numbers, but like, do you feel are you bucking now?
I found myself doing more up-tempo numbers. Like prior to this, I have a whole like list of like rules of most of the time you're doing like 3 numbers for like shows and stuff. So if I had like a 3-number set, I will always go the first number that I go out and do is always something that's popular to get the audience going. But I would get so tired no matter what I would do. So my second number will always be like a mid-tempo or a ballad. And then my last one will be like, okay, I got a little bit of drill to get this out the way. Let's push it. And so I'll do more up-tempo stuff. And I've been looking at the songs and stuff that I've been sending. And all the stuff that I send now has movement and beat and stuff to it. I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose. But I think I know what my body limit and stuff is now.
Yeah.
So my body's like, yeah, we can do more. And if I don't do all of that at performances, or I don't feel like a little bit tired after a drag show, then I don't feel like I did anything.
Yeah.
But like literally doing the ballad would have me out of breath, couldn't breathe.
Yeah. No, same. And it's not just because extra. It's because of the amount of motion and stuff. And
that's into it. Oh, I was on stage, and like obviously I do a lot of. At the time, I was doing a lot of like Lizzo performances and stuff. And there's certain like things that like if you do the stuff over and over and over, you do certain tricks that match the beat and the music and certain words or whatever. And this was like when I first got back on stage after a little bit of the weight loss, and I always do like a good single pirouette, boom, and walk away. And I did the same push and momentum, didn't realize that I had less to move around, and my body spent more than I thought it was going to spend. And that's when I initially knew, like, oh crap, like I've lost a good chunk of weight. And I laughed off the side of the stage. I didn't fall or anything, but it was just the fact that I was moving more, and I didn't know the strength, I guess, and how much force I needed to do to certain things now. So I'm learning that a lot for sure.
Yeah.
But I also learned, just because the weight is gone does not mean I need to not work on stamina, because I was like, ooh, stamina's still trash. So that's definitely something I had to figure out too. So yeah, big change on stage for sure. I miss my old costumes though. That's the worst part. It's like all the stuff that I bought, can't wear no more. Now I got to go get new stuff. I'm like, no, I want the old stuff.
The last time I had you at my show, you were wearing like 3 outfits, and you were like, none of these fit me. And you were like kind of a little, you're not happy. You weren't happy about the way they're fitting, and you're like, God, I need to have these taken in, and you're just like swimming in them, and you're like,
it was stressing me out. It's real, because it's like, and what's crazy is like when I obviously when I went to Drag Race, I didn't stay that long, so all the costumes that I had, I didn't get to wear on the show. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'll be wearing these around town. So I got all of those like costumes you obviously spend the extras on to, to look nice and all the stuff like that. And they're literally just sitting in my closet because of the weight loss. I'm like, oh, I can wear this, I can do this, I can do this. Like, I have to do these same 3 numbers and these same 3 costumes that I have until I get new stuff made. So that was a big thing for me for sure. Like, I do miss my old costumes. So I had to adjust to that. And shoes. I can wear normal, don't look at my shoes now. Serving jewels.
Just to forget. Serving jewels.
I'm serving Jules Long Beach.
Jules
is gonna kill us. I'm serving Jules Long Beach right now on this table with Landon. Jules, I love you. I didn't say that, I promise. But like shoes,
I didn't say it. So no, I really didn't
actually,
say
Landon told me to say it backstage. I found myself like wearing shoes that I would never wear like prior to it. And I was trying to figure out why it was, but it's like obviously like weight weighs a certain difference, but like arching feet and like how things feel. So I found myself buying like normal shoes now. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I tiptoe around in heels on a regular. Just not here today because I knew he was gonna be all the way down there and showing the people my feet on the camera.
Yeah, we had originally thought that we were gonna put it on her back shoulder so that she really couldn't see it at all.
Like nothing.
But then when she got here, we were just kind of like bullshit backstage while we got ready, and I remembered how much she moves. And I'm like, well, I want her to have more freedom, so let's not put it on her back because she's gonna have to literally just. What's the face you make when you have to stay still? What's the face you made earlier?
Oh,
yeah, that face.
That was the whole time.
I didn't want to have to make her do that, so we put it on her leg, and she wasn't prepared to show her shoes.
Not at all. And it's crazy because we're in the. I was expecting to be on like the arm area or whatever, so. when I showered and stuff, I lotioned all of my body except one part of my arm because that's what I thought it was going to be. So I went backstage and I looked and the whole arm was just ashy on one part. And I was like, well, I wasn't expecting this part of my body not to be exposed. And so it was a bunch of self-tanning and lotion and stuff down on his leg that I had to wipe off. Yeah, no, it's the dedication. I tried and I failed clearly. And I ain't shaved my legs either. And the camera's going to be zoomed in on all this hair. I want to filter on my legs where ain't no hair on it. No, I'm kidding. They put a hair down there. Just give him a woof. I'm mean. You're welcome.
Wolf Daddy.
Branding. I just shaved my legs for the branding purposes. Well, at least my legs ain't as hairy as Meatballs, so I think we good.
This is true. Meatball's very hairy.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And then to kind of place the tattoo, I had to like shave a little bit larger area than we would have. And she just had this like...
patch.
This patch of no hair, yeah. It was funny.
It's very Meatball. I ain't gonna keep it too. It'll work.
Yeah, you feeling it?
Yeah, it was literally that one. I thought if I forgot you were tattooing for a while, I think mid conversation get you like distracted and like gone from it. But then sometimes there's a little curve. When the curve hits you,
Well, I'm glad that you're not focused on the pain as much.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. It ain't like the calf muscle was. I've been trying to tell the future down there. I'm making up the wrong stuff in my head. I'm trying to spell it out.
I think you are.
Maybe. Imagine if I get it correct, like perfectly.
I mean, you could.
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's
we already did tell them all about the cowboy, so like, and like cowboy hats have some like curves.
That's true curvature. But I think because we're beer drinkers, we talk about beer. Big like where were we at Ventura? I think it was Ventura Pride, yeah. Where we
we pretty much met for like worked together for the first time.
For the first time,
yeah.
Yep. And we're in Ventura Pride, and we're sitting in the couch, and we're like, "What do y'all want to drink?" Everybody ordering these drinks, and we talking some beer. And I'm like, "See."
And then like before that though, we were at the outdoor because it was like a double triple event, like back-to-back gigs at this Pride.
So many. Yeah.
And we were at the outdoor event earlier in the day, and there was like nothing in our
in the green room, yeah.
In our tent, and like and we both kind of like man, I could go for a drink right now. So then I just kept telling the promoters that Kornbread really wants some booze. Kornbread is, but she's a little shy to ask, so I figured I would step up and ask for her. So
and blamed it on me the whole time.
So they went and got us like a bottle of tequila. Yep. And like you love tequila
you
so
did
much.
blame that on me. I forgot about that. And told the people it's all me. And the people think I'm high maintenance, and I'm just sitting in the corner like, well, I do want some alcohol.
Well, I knew you were going to be on Drag Race because I knew because we shared the same manager and and we're in the same kind of circles. But
it was all my fault. I blamed it, and I just accepted it for what it was. And it was the tequila, and then we got inside and wanted beer, and I was like, somebody else want beer.
I needed to slow down because I was like, I can't drink tequila anymore. I need to slow down because I need to be able to function.
Actually do the job.
Yeah. So then I switched to beer, and you were like, "You're gonna drink beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love beer." I'm all, well, then let's drink it up. So they.
I get judged. I'd be the only one around in the group getting beer, so I never order it. Like when I'm out, I'm like, y'all up here and judge me. And so when I saw you say beer, I was the happiest person. I'm like, I ain't got to drink the sweet stuff in front of these people. I can get me a bottle. We about to turn. I'm like, we good. So yeah, I'm a big beer drinker, massive beer drinker. Not saying I like drink beer like all the time, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
I'm a fan of beer.
Yeah.
So cowboys and beer is like, and that's some of the things that were flowing through my head. But there's also a lot of other stuff. I'm like, are they gonna be petty or not?
That's because you forgot about the tequila.
Yeah, I forgot that you blamed me for it.
Yeah, that's the reason why you didn't think of it, because that is literally like
you really blamed me.
The number one thing that we experienced together.
You could have blamed Heidi too, because Heidi was there. That'd have been a good one to blame it on.
But I already kind of like had known Heidi and like. I was getting to know you, so in the drag world, like, you got to read the and
let me talk shit.
Like
I felt personally rare because you that touched my soul because I'm like, you know what, I do want some booze. You hit the nail on the head. You had to blame it on me, but it was correct. But why use that term right? I've always been trying to get that one right, nail on the head, and it worked that time. I like cliche tattoos. I think those are like really fun, and I want a tramp stamp really badly. So I'm going to either get tramp stamp on my back, but I wanted to say Outback Steakhouse or Texas Roadhouse, and I'm so serious.
Why though?
Because is this the stupidity of like? Well, first off, You know what the Texas Roadhouse freaking sign look like? An Outback Steakhouse, and it's obviously it's on your back, and it's a tramp stamp, and it's like right above the ass. So it's like a place where people eat at. So it's like it's a whole journey there, and it's like why get something serious when I can just get something that says Texas Roadhouse on my back, and it just be dumb as a tramp stamp. I think it'd be cool. That's why I let you sit here and do whatever you want to on my leg. This is the kind of tattoo dedication I have.
It is.
It's a journey.
Like, that's why I don't feel as bad about up your leg because you just like stupid anyway.
I'm a some anyway, so you might as well go ahead and help me. Yeah. Somebody else can put an ID on me and just up my life.
Yeah.
But I'm going back and forth between Texas Roadhouse and Outback Steakhouse. But I do like Outback.
What about Texas Roadhouse that you want? Like, what makes you want to get them tattooed on your tramp stamp, not just like anywhere, but
because imagine calling your a Roadhouse. It's just like the thought process. And then the Texas Roadhouse, the designers did a really good job with their with the design and like the promo for the names. I like it. I think it'd be genius if somebody did a real good job of duplicating Texas Roadhouse. And Texas Roadhouse got really good rolls. That's also another. It's just plain on play. It'd be great.
The bread, yeah.
It's just there's so many things that could just go for, but also just stupidity. But I do want a tramp stamp real bad. Like I think that's a one I want to get. And then it's just like cliche tattoos are like very, very fun. Like the ones that everybody gets kind of moments.
So you like trendy tattoos?
Yeah, but trendy to where it's like don't get that. Everybody's like, no, don't get that tattoo. Everybody has it. If you tell me that and like it's a taboo situation, I want it. That's how I think.
Yeah, you want it even more.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Everybody's like, oh, I'm being creative and I'm getting X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And here I am getting Texas Roadhouse above my ass. Nah, if somebody married that, something got to be wrong with it for real. See, that's what I'm saying. Imagine me in a committed relationship that's like, so let me see your tattoos. And the first time we get interviewed, you see Texas Roadhouse on somebody's ass, you gonna leave. You got to go. You got to get up out of here. Yeah, I don't want that. And then, obviously, like the leg tattoos, I do want those. And then I've always wanted like foot tattoos, but I've heard the stories of those, and so I've exited out of my my memory. That's not happening.
Yeah, they can be pretty painful.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Neo got her the bottom of her feet tattooed, and it like that's crazy sauce for me. Like,
what did it say? Andy from Toy Story.
Yes.
That's what it is. I mean, she should get a snake going down her leg. Got a snake in my boot. That'd be good. What does it say? Do you know what it is?
I forgot what it is. It's like
It probably the word yes.
Yes, no, and then she just picks it up which one she wants to answer to be. I can't remember, but it was like a meme, like a popular meme that she just thought was so hilarious from a like a trans girl in like Thailand. I think it had to do with like ladyboy things.
Okay.
Something about I am not a boy or I'm not a lady, I'm a lady boy. I think one said I am not a lady and the other one said I'm a lady boy. I think.
Like, oh, so she got both of the feet done.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude.
See, no.
I know. We were all like, what?
It's a thought process of getting your actual like the bottom of the foot, because the top of the foot I can get. It's like it's a different kind of sensitivity. But if you ticklish places, I can't do. That's why I'm like I can't get my neck done. I can't get nowhere near under my armpits done. I will piss my clothes the whole tattoo. So it's like the bottom of the feet. Nah, this is too sensitive for me. Next. Is this called the shading process?
Yeah.
I can tell. Ooh, ah! No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. It definitely woke it up though.
Yeah, and I had put some like Bactine on it, so it kind of numbs the areas that are already affected. But then I'm going into a new area,
Yeah.
so then it's like, it's like, wait a minute, what's happening? Like,
It's like, welcome back. You thought I was done? No, I'm here again. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I guess it was the initial line. It's obviously your body like, hey, girl, what's going on down here?
Yeah, like we talked about during the consultation, like that first line. Did we talk about consultation?
Yeah,
we talked about, okay.
It's going to wake you up. And then now it's just like, just the sensation of just obviously knowing it's there and like the pain. But, the first line is like, oh, am I doing this journey again? And it was cool. I got my, the top of my chest done. And I thought that one was going to be really bad, and it wasn't.
Where on your chest hurt the most? How much of your chest do you have tattooed?
Just right there.
Okay.
These two. I do want to get... Rihanna has a bird right in the middle of her boobs, and the wings like go under it. Little Egyptian bird, I believe. But I want to get Toucan Sam. 'Cause I really, really like Fruit Loops, and I'm not even kidding. I want to get the Toucan Sam version of what Rihanna has under my boobs when I get my boobs done.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another one I want to get. But I heard that area right there is like really painful too. And so I want to definitely put about 12 pounds of numbing cream on it before I get it. But I do want that one. I do want it.
Oh, you know what? Like, we were kind of talking backstage about the fact that you were excited about the concept of this show, because we get so used to the same questions over and over again. How did you get into drag?
Mm-hmm.
Who are your inspirations? Where did you do it first? Like, all the same kind of questions over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to still kind of talk about drag experiences, but like through a different path of like tattoos, is something kind of exciting about. And it made me think of your interview with Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, she's still kind of, and I get why they ask those questions, because there is a new audience who may not know, and they may not have watched all the content that you make, but they're still a fan of yours. And I get why they ask the same questions, but Maddie has that like gut thing, and it's so fun to watch her, because she still she quickly goes through the same old questions and moves on to new stuff. And there is a beat and a joke that she didn't catch that I thought was hilarious, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I don't know if you know what word I'm referring to that she said and then you said back.
Oh, moniker. And she didn't get it.
And she didn't get it. And I'm like, what'd you call me? And she just was like, oh yeah, like I don't know, she made some other reference, and I was like, that is so funny to me. Like,
and I thought of all people, I was like, Maddie's gonna get this, but also I don't think, like, it shows you that their mind just doesn't go there.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I said it, I'm just like, somebody in the world will understand this and will like, haha, this is hilarious. But I was like, they said it, and it was like, oh yeah, have your name on the moniker, and I was like, what did you just call me? And Maddie looked and just said, oh, the blah blah blah, the name of the.
She made another reference like Monica.
Yeah, I'm like
Monica Beverly Hills. I'm like, oh man.
And I just shook my head like, yeah, that was the.
Sure, yeah, that's what I meant.
Of course you caught it. I was like, yeah, but see, that's my kind of sense of humor. I enjoy that kind of stuff. But I was like, really, Maddie, you gonna let that one go over your head?
I know.
How much crap we talk to each other, you could have caught that one at least. And it's so quick-witted and so genius with a lot of stuff.
I know.
Like
I just thought it was
you missed the opportunity.
So funny that she missed that one. And I'm like, I wonder if she missed it on purpose because she got afraid of the racism.
Honestly, that's actually smart. That might be a good idea. You might have a good job, Maddie, for skipping that one. No, I thought about that too, and I was like, maybe that was, and I just let it, just go. And I figured it would keep it in there because it was a good part of the conversation. And I'm like, somebody in the world is going to catch this, and I'm going to be at peace. And look, it's of course.
I wonder if she got it during editing. I don't know. We'll have to ask her. Whenever she comes on the show, I'll ask her.
Yeah, there you go. And ask me, but it went right over their head. But like, great way, like they do a thing of initiating conversation, obviously getting the drag related things out of the way, but they find out more personal stuff about you through that. And I enjoy those kinds of interviews. And it's like this, talking about tattoos and like journeys and like how it leads you into parts of things that people know, small things about you, but not in-depth things about it, like weight journey and all of that stuff. And it's like, instead of asking me about how it is to be a plus size queen on the show, it's having conversations about certain things and like the direction you go. It's different from the same basis. They're like, oh, you have no personality in this, or you sound like you're uninterested in this, and it's like, it's not that. It's just I feel like I'm a robot saying the same thing over and over and telling the same story
over and over again.
And it's like, what do you expect me to do, from that? And so having to talk about, where did you get this tattoo and what did you get this one for? And it brings back memories and excitement because you're actually retelling the story that you probably haven't said out loud in a while to anybody, and it's just like bringing back, sparking memories and having you think about a lot of stuff. So it's super smart.
And sometimes appreciation for the tattoo again, because like you get used to it and you get kind of like, oh yeah, I'm covered. I forget that I'm covered until I go to an area where people look at me or people comment on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get so many people talking about my tattoos, strangers. You had your Lyft driver.
Yeah.
Your Uber driver here was talking about tattoos. Yeah.
And it was such a good conversation too.
I was like, just, I didn't know where you were going, and then they started talking about your tattoos. So yeah.
And he was telling me, because I was telling him how I got my tattoos via tour and stuff, and he was telling me how he got different tattoos at different prisons, and it was just such a phenomenal conversation.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was like, tattoo connections. I was like, we both on tour, sir. We just doing it different ways.
And people like they look down at incarcerated tattoos and stuff, but like, we wouldn't have black and gray portrait style tattoos without prison tattoos. That's where they got started. And that's where that whole, like, literally black and gray portrait tattoos, we have to thank prison system tattoos, because the tattoo artists that came out of prison and they kept doing that because all they had was like ink and like a needle, and they had to make it work. So they like started to play with what they can accomplish with it. And like, it's the history of black and gray tattoos with that connection is so interesting. And like LA and like Smile Now, Cry Later, and like and all of that,
which is major too.
Yeah, and like all the Chicana face tattoos and stuff. Like, it's a really cool history that unfortunately people don't like give enough credit to, but you never give people of color credit for it, right? So
which is crazy because I would never put the connection together. My first tattoo was a prison tattoo.
Yeah. Your 12-year-old tattoo was a prison
my uncle
tattoo.
came fresh out of jail and gave me that tattoo. He practiced in jail before he got to my arm, and I thank you, prison tattoo person. That's why I would have never put those connections together. But yeah, that's smart. That's wild. I ain't got my tattoo in prison though. I ain't done it yet. That's where the journey came. And after the journey couple of my drag name came from the prison tattoo, the prison lady. They call her Kornbread because she shot her husband when she was eating cornbread. And she looked like a drag queen. She do her makeup in there, and she was just like divine. And I was like, oh, if I become a drag queen, I'm gonna name myself Kornbread with a spell with a K. And it was because of the lady in prison.
That's awesome.
It's all adding up. It's something about me and prison connections. That's why I ain't in a relationship, because that's where my man at in prison.
Yeah.
Doing tattoos. He on his way back. I'm going to be covered after that.
Okay, I'm about done. So we're going to take a break and make sure you come back to see what she got in our foam reveal.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be fun.
Okay, we're all ready. We have our foam up. You're a super for letting me do this, but I'm really excited
I'm like
to
super
get you to
thrilled.
see it. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Look.
Oh. It is a beer!
It is a beer.
I knew it. I was like, it has to be a cowboy beer. And it's the beer. I love this.
But it's a Corona spelled with a K.
I'm leaving. And it's the most obvious, and I just didn't even think of that. I'm obsessed with this. Everybody's gonna think I drink too much.
That's why I was like, I don't know.
I love this. I'm so happy.
And then instead of 12 fluid ounces, I put 14.
You are so smart.
Yeah,
so
and
creative.
there's 2 limes for like you and me.
Yeah.
You know, a little symbolism here and there. But
I'm obsessed with this. This makes me so happy, and it looks good.
I can't wait for you to get it in a mirror and actually look at it in a proper way, because right now it's like an awkward
I feel like I've been drinking beer. I love this. I'm obsessed with. Oh my God, it looks so good. Oh.
I'm excited. Yeah.
If I put my leg on the wall, it'd be like 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Bottles of beer on the wall.
I'm about to sing the out of that song.
One bottle of beer on the wall. Just one.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you. And instead of putting extra with an E, I put like X because it's just gayer.
Yeah, because we need that.
We need to be a little
We need
gayer.
extra gay.
We need extra gay.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with this. Oh my gosh, yay.
I'm happy you like
My
it.
cholo boys love this. Then I got Corona on my leg. Corona with a K is so sickening. That's my new drag daughter.
Yes!
My new drag daughter is Corona with a K.
Daughter.
That's so, I would have never thought to change the C to a K.
So many layers, because in Spanish, Corona is crown.
Yeah.
And like, there's
And
so
I ain't
many
in that.
layers to it that I think is just.
No, I'm obsessed with this. It's the
Yeah.
beer. And we talked about beer. I was like,
I knew.
Cowboy beer.
I knew
Yes.
I knew you were gonna guess beer. Like I did.
That was one of mine. Yeah.
I knew that you were gonna guess beer because that's like so obvious for us, like the beer connection. That I even on the set of you and Willow Pill's music video, I even brought you a
literally
6-pack
brought us
of beer.
a 6-pack of beer, yep.
It's
That's
beer,
our thing,
beer
yeah.
runs deep.
That's it. I'm obsessed. This is to make me so happy. I'm drinking beer tonight.
I love it. Yeah, I am too, because this is my last filming day, so I'm gonna have some drinks for
the
sure.
whole 6-pack.
Yeah.
I'm upset. This made me so happy. I'm like super thrilled. This is one of my favorite tattoos. I can talk about this. I'm obsessed. This is a genius.
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that you're this excited.
Pig in the wig, you ain't touching on this. No, I love this. This makes me so happy.
Amazing.
This is so cool.
Amazing.
Oh, it's going to look sickening on a pair of heels.
It sure is.
Baby, y'all ain't ready to take me at the parties. What you want to drink?
Exactly.
Sponsorship. No, I'm kidding.
Show me some of that.
I love this. Is so cool. Oh, this is great. And it goes with like the whole situation, all of my tattoos. This is like so genius.
I love it.
Like, tell me about it.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Rolling with a K.
I'm really happy that you like it.
This is dope.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah. Yay.
I made a good decision by letting you choose this. I was scared.
I love it.
No, this is dope. Yay.
I really love adding personalized details to tattoos, especially, after you get to know someone a little bit and stuff. And if you want to see this up close, make sure to buy a meet and greet ticket to see Kornbread at her next event when she's in your town, because she's always traveling. And tell them how to find you.
You can find me at Kornbread the Snack on all of my social medias. And if you walk up to me with a bottle of beer, I'll tell you a story about one of my tattoos.
Hey!
That was
one. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Dragged Ink is produced by Moguls Media, a.k.a. Mom. Hosted and produced by Landon. AV technical direction and editing by Margot Padilla. Media and design support by Stone Cole. Executive produced by Camille Stennis, Joe Celio, Willem, Alaska, and Big Dipper.